Up and Adam, everybody, and thank you for joining us right here on Wake Up Worcester. And coming up a little bit later on, because this show is all about Worcester being a city on the move, Brendan Mellican's going to be joining us. He's going to tell us about some fascinating things and some ways in which maybe we can help get the city moving along a little bit faster as well. But the big news this week is that City Park Grill is going to be opening up. Kelly, thank you for joining us from Jillians, and Eddy, thank you. You're going to be the manager over at the City Park Grill.
Yep.
Very exciting. You guys have been renovating. Actually, you know, from the time that McFadden's went out to now that City Park Grill is opening up, it's not been that long. Kelly, what are we? A couple months at the most?
Yeah, it was. I think we set it at 3 months to do absolutely everything from the inside all the way to the opening. So yeah, it was a very, very quick turnaround time.
And now I just introduced you as being with Jillians, and Eddy, you were there as well, and still are, because the owner of Jillians is the same person who owns City Park Grill.
Yep, it's Dan Nigro. He's a local attorney. He actually just took over Jillians from JBC Corporate back last May. So then we kind of brought him into McFadden's. He saw the space, kind of fell in love with it, so he decided to take on another venture. He's definitely a risk taker, but
well, I think it's fantastic, because what I love about this, and as I said at the beginning, this is a show about Worcester being a city on the move. I think, I mean, Worcester is certainly worth taking this risk on. And Eddy, I would have to say, now you went to McFadden's when it was McFadden's?
Yeah, I actually worked there.
Oh, you worked there? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought you looked familiar, because I went there many times, thought that it was a great place, but I guess my take, as somebody who knows nothing about the business and was completely outside, I would go there for lunch, but I didn't really feel that it was sort of a lunch on the common kind of place. It was more, we're just hanging around or waiting around until 10 o'clock when the younger crowd comes in and it really gets going. Is, you know, City Park Grill going to be more of that business-friendly lunch?
We're definitely gearing towards a more professional feel. It's very warm inside, amber lit. It looks really good. We put a lot into it. It's taking time, but you know, our staff is very knowledgeable about pairing wine and beer with the food that we have.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that was not something that McFadden's was really a big strength in, because that isn't what they were focused on. So so this really is a total makeover, not only from what we see on the inside, but really for the entire staff as well that you've brought in. When you talk about this amber lighting and you talk about, you know, pairing the wine with the food, so I mean, so you've really invested a lot then in the feel of what City Park Grill. I mean, what do you see as the manager? What should the feel be when you come in as a customer?
Well, I'm shooting for like a very fun environment, but keep it very professional, low-key, you know, a little bit of jazz going on, a little bit of blues at night we're going to offer. So, I mean, it's a really good feel. I feel really good about this place. I think it's going to take off the ground right away.
Kelly, I get the impression that it's going to take off the ground, too. I think that the people, particularly downtown in Worcester, kind of want, I mean, in some ways, you know, McFadden's not making it after 5 years, and they certainly gave it a long try. I think it helps in that there are a lot of people who say, yeah, but we really want a downtown place. McFadden's may not have been it, but they really want a place downtown to kind of call their own, and they're really, I think, looking forward to and going to come out in big numbers for City Park Grill.
Yeah, I think so. Just from the consensus that we've been getting and the feedback, you know, there's a lot of interest, and there's a lot of big companies downtown that are just looking for a place where they can just walk right out the door and take a client to lunch. And you know, there's a lot of big businesses downtown that never really had that, and there's a couple of smaller places right on Main Street that I think, you know, that they were going to, but I think this will bring something different.
Well, it really is. I mean, even just walking by, even just at the location, the facade that you put up looks absolutely fantastic, by the way. But you're right about this. I mean, you know, when you go downtown, you know, there's the soup and a sandwich, or you know, a few places to sit down, but no place to sit down that I think is going to have the ambiance that Eddy was just describing.
Right.
I would think, Kelly, that for you, part of the fun would probably be Jillians and City Park Grill. I mean, it sounds like there's just going to be two different vibes, but Jillians is really known for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I think throughout this entire thing, what I've been calling City Park Grill is Jillian's polar opposite. Now we can kind of like cross market both venues though, which is nice. So if somebody wants to do an event, they can sit down for like a nice fine dinner, like wine service, beer, and we will have like beer service too for the table side. But what we can do is do like a dinner over there and then bring everyone over to Jillian's for fun. And so there's definitely a benefit to having both venues that are opposite.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned the owner, you know, as being something of a risk taker a little while ago. How much, though, when you talk to him, do you think that part of that is just that he really, though, wants Worcester to succeed and is really vested in Worcester itself?
I think so too, and it's all from his experience too. He is an attorney in Worcester, and you know, he brings his clients out to lunch, and the common places have been Highland Street area, and I think this is just coming from all the feedback that he's heard too, is to bring somebody out to downtown. To be able
to put it all in there. Now it's coming up Friday, 5 p.m. Is that the official kickoff?
Yeah, it's Friday, March 26th at 5 p.m. We're going to be open for dinner. We have a couple awesome events lined up too.
A week from this Friday.
A week from this Friday.
A week from this Friday. When it gets open up. Yeah. So what is this? What's this week like, Eddy?
Hectic.
It's about a week and a half or 2 weeks that stretches into one long day. I'm sure. But that's what you guys get in the restaurant business. I know that you guys have those mixed up schedules. Kelly, Eddy, we're going to talk much more about this because I'm kind of interested, you know, in some of these events that you might do and some more of that crossover as well. City Park Grill is getting ready to open up on Friday, the 26th, 5 p.m. Make sure that you are there. It's going to be a tremendous weekend. We're going to talk about some of the entertainment that is going to help kick off this grand opening as well. That's on the way on Wake Up Worcester.